Good morning. A little sweaty and sticky this morning because I've already been in the kitchen cooking for a couple hours. Let me explain. So, you know how when you're sick and you have like a cold or something and you're just laying on the couch or you're laying in bed because you don't even want to move and you feel lousy, and somebody makes you some toast and they bring it to you in bed, and that is like the best toast you have ever had in your entire life. I mean, it's just bread heated with some butter, but it tastes amazing because somebody else made it for you. And so one of my beautiful dear friends right now is recovering from surgery. She had some surgery and she has a kid that's really, really sick right now. So as you can imagine, things are pretty difficult when you're trying to stay in bed and recover from surgery. So I'm in the kitchen today cooking because I'm going to bring her and her family a couple of meals. And I'm not saying this because I'm like, oh, Paula, you're so awesome. I'm not looking for props. I'm saying this because I want to challenge and encourage you today to do the same for somebody. Now, you might be saying, Paula, I don't know anybody that's sick right now that could use a meal, but perhaps you know some older folks that are by themselves, or maybe a single parent, single mom or dad who's been going through COVID right now on their own, trying to look after kids by themselves and work by themselves. Or maybe you know someone who does have COVID right now, as I do, and they're at home trying to deal with that. Or maybe you just know someone that's just having a really rough time. And just like when someone makes you toast when you're sick, and it's just toast, it's not fancy, it's not a big deal, but that toast tastes absolutely amazing when someone else makes it for you. So I just encourage you today, as soon as I said, who could you bring a meal to? Someone probably popped into your mind. Someone came to mind that you're like, oh, they would really appreciate a meal. And it doesn't have to be fancy. You know, you could make a box of mac and cheese and put it in a little Ziploc. You could put mac and cheese in a Ziploc bag and bring it to someone and they would think that was fine dining. Because when somebody else makes a meal for you, it tastes so good no matter what it is. Even if you just go to the store and pick up a box or two of cereal and a gallon of milk and bring that to someone, that's a meal. They'll think that is fantastic. Maybe you want to make some cupcakes. Maybe you just want to make toast, or make some peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and cut them diagonally, because we all know that when things are cut in triangles, they taste a million times better. So who could you take, 15, 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes and make a meal for? Or like right now, I've got dough rising for our famous COVID bread that everyone's been making. Maybe you can make a batch of bread or cinnamon rolls and split them up and bring them to some people who will be so excited and so happy that you brought them something. So get cooking. Don't overthink it. If you want to pour through your recipe books, go for it. But don't overthink it. Like I said, a box of mac and cheese, even though, let's talk about the servings on these things. This is not, anyway, that's a whole other Paula's Pantry post. But go ahead and make something, throw together some pasta, make some rice. Oh, good buttery white rice. Oh my gosh, I'm getting hungry. Okay, so anyway, get cooking, go bless someone. I gotta get back to the kitchen. Have a good one.